Everyone. Today I would like to presentation about website programming. And here I already opening my Visual Studio Code and I already open up my practice. But before we going to start it, let me introduce myself. My name is Kezia Nofitri, or you can call me Eza, and I'm from Class A with NEM 2023-32035. And here we go. For the first page, I have data easy, then tugas 1.html, form 1, teman or friend, KJ, and the last is finish. But we will talk with the first page if it is the data easy. You can using some mark point in here. It was for the shortcut. You can type it and it already show up this. It will be from here to here. Oh no, until here. It will be said you have the HTML. Then you can type down the title in here. But if you don't know what you want to type in, you can skip to the body and you can put the H1 or header one. Header one is for the main of the page. You can say it in here. I'm using Daftar EC and I put the same thing in the title. Then after header one, you can see in here, I'm using nav or navigation. Navigation is for navigation to look at the other page. And you can see in here, I'm using unordered list and then list. If you confuse why I'm using A S R E V equal the page in here. As you can see, you can remember in here I have a nav or navigation. It was for continue to other page using just type down or click at the HTML. In here, I'm using the title of my other page, then rename it with some in here like soal latihan, data mahasiswa, tabel teman, and jawaban dari soal. Then I close it. It was from the default from the text. Then we go to the main. I'm using section with H2 or header 2. I'm putting some section, then article. For the article, I'm using H3 or header 3. It was a smaller and smaller from the header 1, but you can see it's still bold. It's a article, and I'm using P. The text P is for paragraph. I'm using some table in here for insert my about me. In here I'm using two row. TR is the table row. It's a first row and second row. I'm using two. For the first one I'm putting my code name and then my complete name and my NEM like you can see in here. Then the last is the close text from all of the text like TR, table, article, section, main, and I'm putting some footer in here. I'm using H4 or the header 4. It was more smaller than the header 3, but you can still see it. It was said footer and I'm using paragraph with copy. It will be said I have a watermark in there. Then we will go into the first assignment. First assignment is said that I need to put all of the question from the theory. I'm here using some ordered list. But before it, you can see I'm still using the mark point in here. Then we say the head in here. It say the title. The title is the assignment one. Then going to the each one or header one, it's still same. The assignment one. Assignment one. Then I'm using two type of header at the same space. It said it is the H1, this is the H2 because it was just the header of the main page. Then this is for the smaller header or smaller font that you can see inside the question. Then I'm using ordered list with list, and strong is for the more to make a title at the first beginning of the question. Then I'm using type A. Type A is for making some point. It said you can see in here. Have two type of list. It will be say A and B. It's still same like to do to down. You can go down and it's still same. I'm not using the other one. I'm just using type A, type A, type A, and then using strong for the title. Then it will be closed in here. If you confuse how to make it, you just need to type the first one, and then the program will be made it the closed one. Then I'm putting some H2 in here. I put the answer, but you need to go to other page like this. I'm using the paragraph in here with combination with uh href with kj.html, and it will say the answer of the question. Before we go into this or kj, we go into the form one. The form is insert some formula for all of you. You can put in here. It's still the same, I think. So I just will be skip it the head and the mark point in here. We will be going to the body. The body is the H1 form. Then the P I put in here. Then the form. The form action with finish.html. Why? Because at the assignment it say you need to make some GIF after you finish the form. So I just put it in here. If you can see, the field set is already in here, the label, the input. You need to be so careful with all of the data in here. If you made some mistake, you need to search it and replace it with the correct one. Then, as you can see, I put almost everywhere in the form about placeholder. It will be set when you can see the form. You can see some of a box. At the box, you can see some words. It says like the placeholder. If it says just name in the label, it will be set at the placeholder. You need to insert some your code name or your complete name, your NEM or your number or something else. After you complete all of this, you can going to input. I said submit and submit. It will be the same. Then I have a footer in here. It's a with H4 or header 4 with thank you and made some watermark in here. If we already done with this, you can going to the finish, but I will be explain it for the last. We go into the frame in here. I'm putting some table in here. I'm using table border one, like same as the Daftar AC. It's a same one. Yep. We going to here. I'm using 6 row in here. I put my friend number, name, and NEN, as you can see in here. If I already done, I can just close it with a close table, close body, and close HTML. And then we will go to the KJ or the answer. In here is a little bit more than the question, but as you can see, it's because the answer is so long, so I need to make more than one paragraph. It's still same with H1P and order list. I'm using order list in here. And tape A for the point for make it A, B, C, D. After that, I have in here you can see it said that it will be made some symbol, so you can see at the end after you opening it you can see what it is for. I will be explain it when we opening the website, okay? Then still same, then the close list, order list, and close HTML. For the last page is the finished one. The finished one is very simple but very hard to use because if you don't know how to do, you will be get some just reload page and doesn't going to the give page. So in here you can see I still have the same header in here. Then we going to the head, you can see, and then the body. And the body I'm using style with the body and the image. The body said the margin and height it was for all of the page. We need to cover all of the page in here. Then the display justify content, it was center, like item is center. We need to put it in the center but covered all the page. Then for the image that we import, it will be using max width and height. It was 100% for both of them. Then we close the style, close the head and the body. Still the body is said the image source is the HTTPS. It was from Giphy and using the search. Okay, I'm just replace it with the link from the assignment. Then it will be said finish at the end. So we will going to this demonstration this front end debug using Chrome. Okay. Yeah. In here, as you can see, I already have the point of my page, then the section, the article. The article is about the creator, like you can see in here, and the footer in here. Then we will go into the segment first. Yep, like this. It was said A B, A B C, A B, and for the fourth number, it's a with a caps lock for the first, then it's a 1, 2 at the question in here. So if we going to the KJ, for the easiest part, you can click in here. Ah, as you can see in here, it already put all of them. Now, I'm gonna explain about the LT and others. I already tell you that it will be make some symbol. It was this. Okay, as you can see, the H1 P B A BRHRA and span, and here it's still the same, it's just a symbol. Okay guys, so we will going to the home and going to this. Now for the form, if you remember about the placeholder, it said my my code name. If you can see in here is name, and this is the code name, and this complete name is still same. Why you can see this? Because the placeholder, if you doesn't put some placeholder in there, you can see because the placeholder is for the, I can say it was for a mark that you can put what you need in there, so you doesn't miss the information. And if we put something in here, it will be just gone like this. Yep. Okay, then we will going to submit, and it say finish. I still don't know why the gift is doesn't really run in here, but I still feel it was alright because it say finish in here. So you will see the last, it was the table. It will be set like this. I want to put something more than this, but I curious how to do it. If I need to do it, maybe at my personal website is just for the practice. If you feel like you still doesn't really understand what I said, I'm very sorry for that. But it is the all of my presentation. You can see the final or the complete at my own website. You can see and access it with the GitHub or with my personal link, I will be valid at the at link. So maybe just that. Sorry for all of my wrong words in here. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.